Hey everyone, have you ever looked at someone in your company, one of those go-to experts, and wondered, how did they get so good? How does a person go from being brand new on day one to a total pro? Well, it's definitely not magic, it's a journey. And today we're going to break down the two engines that power that exact transformation: training and development. So yeah, let's really dig into that question. How does that journey actually work? Is there a map that guides an employee from just knowing the basics to totally mastering their role and even getting ready for the next big thing? You bet there is. And the answer is in this structured, two-part process that every single successful organization relies on. So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the basics, figuring out what training really is. Then we'll see how it's different from education and look at how companies actually do it. After that, we'll level up to development and wrap it all up by seeing how these two ideas work together for total career success. All right, first things first, let's build from the ground up and talk about the foundation. What exactly is training? This is all about getting that right start from the moment you walk in the door. Okay, the two things you really got to lock in on here are systematic process and current job. Training isn't just random or accidental. It's a planned, step-by-step effort to give an employee the exact skills they need to do the job they have right now. It's all about boosting immediate performance. Now, here's something that trips a lot of people up. We often use the words training and education like they're the same thing. And sure, they're both about learning, but in the professional world, they have totally different goals, scopes, and timelines. So let's clear that up right now. This chart just lays it all out perfectly. Training is all about the job. It's practical. Its goal is immediate application. Think short term, maybe a few weeks, and it's usually paid for by the company. Education, on the other hand, is the big picture, the theoretical knowledge, kind of like a university degree. It's a long-term thing, years even, that you typically invest in for yourself to get a wider understanding of the world. So how do companies get this done? Let's get into the how-to. If we think about a career as a ladder, well, these training methods are literally the tools we use to build those first few rungs. And it pretty much boils down to two main styles. You can learn while you're actually doing the work, that's on-the-job training, or you can learn away from the daily grind in a more focused setting, and that's off-the-job training. Both are super important. On-the-job stuff is all about learning by doing. I mean, think about your first day at any job, the tour, meeting everyone. Yep, that was orientation. Or maybe you've seen people switch departments to learn new things. That's job rotation. And the everyday guidance you get from your boss, that's coaching. It's learning that's woven right into your workday. And just so you know, on-the-job training isn't just about winging it. It can be incredibly structured. Take a look at Job Instruction Training, or JIT. It's not just watch me and do it. It's a formal four-step loop. You prepare the person, you show them the task, you let them practice, and then, and this is key, you follow up to make sure they've got it right. It's a classic for a reason, because it works. All right, so what happens when you step away from your desk to learn? That's where off-the-job methods come in. And these are awesome because you can learn without the pressure of your daily to-do list. Think about going to a big conference, or maybe using a flight simulator to learn a complex piece of equipment without any real-world risk. Role-playing a tough conversation with a customer is a perfect example. You learn the skill in a safe space before you have to use it for real. Okay, so training gets an employee up to speed on their current job. They're good at it, they're effective. But what about next year? What about 5 years from now? This is where we climb to the next level. We're talking about development, and this is all about getting ready for the career of tomorrow. The most important thing to get here is that development is future-focused. While training gives you the skills for your job today, development gives you the vision and mindset for your entire career journey. This isn't just about learning tasks. It's about building your strategic and people skills. We're talking about things like mentorship programs, or getting put on a really challenging project, or going to leadership seminars. It's all about growing with the company and getting ready for jobs that might not even exist yet. Okay, let's put it all together now. Seeing these two side by side really makes it click. You can see they're different, but honestly, perfectly complementary roles in building a killer career and a really strong company. This slide right here is basically the ultimate cheat sheet. Training, that's for the here and now. It's short-term, it's focused on technical skills for your current job. Development, that's the long game. It's about a whole range of skills, like leadership and critical thinking, getting people ready for future challenges. A company absolutely needs both to win.
Look, if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this sentence. It's the simplest way to think about it. Training builds the skills you need for today. Development builds the leaders a company needs for tomorrow. One is about immediate competence, the other is about future capability.
And that, of course, brings it all back to you. I want you to think about your own career for a second. What's that one immediate skill you need to train for to be even better at your job today? And then looking ahead, what's that bigger skill, that broader competency you need to develop to get where you want to go tomorrow? It's a really powerful question to ask yourself.